Hi everybody, welcome to Whisky Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
And Whisky Mystery is, of course, our blind tasting series. We're up to 93, but there's still about 100 and something on the shelf. So that means we're blind tasting our way through 200 whiskies. We will spend the next 12 minutes tasting and nosing and trying to make some sense of it, and then we'll rank it on our shelf from best to worst, or maybe it won't make it on the shelf. Today's bottle was picked by Bishop Burnboy for his friend Stan. It's not Scotch, is it?
It's not Scottish. It is very, very American.
Very American. We're in the land of bourbon. And what does that mean? It means we're not that happy.
Sorry.
I don't know if we're ever going to be convinced.
I mean, we tried our best.
We tried quite hard yesterday.
I'm getting a touch of charred toast.
Charred toast. It's quite dusty. It's quite a dusty nose, isn't it? It's like dusty vanilla and dusty chocolate.
And it's actually quite grassy. I swear.
Grassy as well. Does that mean, is rye grassy? I know all bourbon has some rye in, typically, I think.
It's the creamy.
It's got all the sweet things you would expect, the vanilla, chocolate powder, but it's as if you're in a bit of a dust storm or a dusty barn at the same time. Okay, I'm going to...
a baked apple, but of chocolate powder.
Baked apples.
Of chocolate powder.
Not baked, fresh apples or baked apples? Right, we'll come back to ABV in a minute. Let's drink the one which has 50% water.
Of grass.
It is. It's quite woody, grassy. It's nowhere near as sweet vanilla as I would expect from the nose.
It's actually, I like it.
Are you getting anything...
That stuff, herbal water.
Herbal water. When I went back to nose that glass, I'm getting a slight perfume soap now. We always say that, don't we?
Sorry.
The perfume, but there's a little bit of soapiness going on.
And also a new plastic.
New plastic? That's maybe the same thing. Okay, ABV. Is it a super high? Well, those are pretty big bubbles. 48. Let's see. How does it look compared to 48? Looks like it could be higher. 50. How does that look? Maybe a touch less.
48, 50.
Let's try 56 just to see. Yeah, I don't think it's super high. It's not one of those 60 percenters.
So I would just 50. Or maybe higher.
Oh.
50, 55.
Quite.
Is that fry?
Yeah. It is drying. A little bit of the aniseed licorice coming in. Is that the rye bit?
And now I'm getting grass. It's a stick it off.
Right. Let's have a look at the spreadsheet for a minute. So we're thinking it's going to be around the 50 mark. And we don't have many bourbons in here. Or ryes or whatever. So I think it's only going to be these ones which are orange.
At the finish bar shot.
I don't want any more. Let's do some comparisons. Right. It is a bit grassy, isn't it? What else was grassy? I thought Colonel Taylor was grassy as well.
Yes. I even put forth rye. Reserve.
Okay, what? Let's...
It's fine, nice, soft finish. Stuff almost leathery chocolate powder finish.
Leathery chocolate powder.
That's...
Let's try the Colonel Taylor.
On the grassy side.
Compared to the small batch, this is 50% as well. Right? Colonel Taylor small batch.
And does it have any rye in it?
I think they all have a little bit of rye.
Okay.
But they all... And if it's a rye, it might have a lot of rye. Okay, better or worse? Oh, that is quite grassy. That's...
I asked more. Just because it asked more. And it
more honey?
And it's more divine.
But it is quite grassy as well.
Yes.
If you like this more, this one is already not on the shelf.
Oops.
What about the rye side of things? This is only 45%. This is Woodford Reserve. Yeah, it's a straight rye.
There's some whiskey in it.
It's from testing yesterday. Is that better or worse? I don't mind if Deepa grabs the glass early this time.
Oh, it's very, very grassy. It's almost the but it's I like it. I prefer that more.
Oh, so well, that one's not on the shelf either. So we're talking about.
I'm coming back with it.
Okay, let's go again.
It's not bad. It's just soft, easy.
There's quite a bit of pepper to it as well. There is a spice. It's got a bit of a bite in there, hasn't it?
Maybe because I tried at the beginning.
I can feel my facial expression. Okay, what did I paint? I painted something like this, but like it's got these dusty chocolate notes and dusty corn notes, but there is also something slightly chemical, if that makes sense.
Oh. You're getting grass.
But the more I taste, the more I'm not liking it. Because
the first
yeah, the initial sip is good.
Speaking, but with every dip, I'm becoming more after it.
It's almost like the components of the taste that I don't like build up every time I have a second sip. I taste those bits more, and those bits are like in the second half. It's more of that perfumey, soapy, aniseed type of thing. So that means
10 years or 50 years.
Now these are both 250ml samples. So I think it's Old Ezra Brooks.
I think we need the help.
Or it's Rebel Yell. Okay, the reveal. It's 50%. It's a 10-year-old. It's about $80. It's from Kentucky. And it is Rebel Yell.
That's it.
It's only a paper bottle, so it doesn't matter. That means yet another set of fireworks for Deepa. And you get this as a prize.
Oh.
Well, who got that? Sean. Let me get this out of the way. Top shelf, bottom shelf, deeper side, my side, middle.
And
if it's another bourbon, we're just going to pick a second bottle.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. About putting the name here upon them.
Yeah, we'll do something. We're going to do some kind of giveaway. A couple of people had asked if we had a Patreon account. I said, no, we don't do Patreon. And then quietly I just set one up and didn't say anything. And it's only a $1 thing. And Too Slow joined our first Patreon. I said, you have a very good chance of winning the Patreon giveaway. on Tuesday. So we'll do one of those. A Patreon giveaway for Too Slow and a bourbon giveaway of some kind. Maybe both. Right, where are we? This is the first time I was in early enough to even make a guess, Sean is saying. Let's go in the middle section, middle shelf, back at the right. Middle, let's go, so this one.
The back right.
Back right, in here somewhere. What's it going to be for number 94? Okay, well it can't be a bourbon, can it? Can't be a bourbon, surely not. I think we are... Oh, but not many bubbles hanging around. Not a bourbon. We will be back on Sunday to try this one. And thanks everyone for joining us.
Now I'm more comfortable soon.
You feel like you're back home? Oh, that's better.